don't tell Jessica. But when she uncovered it and we went through figuring out what was really going on, she literally saved my life.
Yeah.
Like, I know. The rest is history, and here we are.
You're really fortunate and blessed to have a
Yes,
sister
I
that
realize that.
understands the medicine part. And sisters do save each other's lives, though.
We do.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis. Happy season 5.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink. We're clinking our martinis.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's dirtier than yours.
Well, that's weird because
Yeah.
that's usually my reputation.
I know. Well,
Only because I ride horses.
well, maybe because things have switched in season 5 and I'm the dirty sister. Who knows?
hey.
Welcome to season 5 of Hey Sis, Eat This. If you're just now tuning in to the show, we're Courtney and Whitney, sisters who are completely unhinged. No, just kidding.
Sometimes.
No, we are sisters from Dallas, Texas, and this podcast is about moms, meals, and memories. We talk about our mama. We interview our sibling guests and other guests about their moms and what it was like around their dinner table growing up. And we talk about memories, funny memories from childhood and beyond, honoring your mom.
I think I've coined the term. It's a toast with a little bit of a roast. All puns intended.
Toasts and roasts of moms. That is a good, that might have to be our new tagline.
One of the other little segments we like to do is Mama Said What? Because as Courtney mentioned, our mama, who we call Mama Ashley, who lives 3 houses down from me, she's always saying something where we have to convene, which is kind of why we started this podcast, because we'd be like, oh my God, you'll never believe what mom said. So I will kick us off this week on Mother's Day. So we did just a little Mother's Day movie day with me and Mama. And then we decided that we would save like the dinner, Mother's Day dinner, for something else. And because she wanted to have lobster rolls.
Oh, right. I remember her saying that. Right.
Yes. She wanted lobster rolls. She talked about it on the podcast when she came on. And she wanted homemade potato chips. So Lance
I
to get the deep
suggested
fryer.
that. I'm sorry.
was that
That's
you?
Yeah, remember I
they
said
were-
you should make homemade potato chips in the deep fryer.
Yes. So I sent Lance to the market to go get lobsters because I had to go ride my horse. He buys these lobsters. He brings them back. And I'm humanely killing them, which
you're
is
good at
you have
that.
to take the knife and you put it down like in a certain position and you just
little neck.
and it just keeps moving. I had this experience before, remember? And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this again.
Yeah.
Well, I did it again. Oops, I did it again.
Oops,
And
you did it again.
Mama said, I don't know why you bother with that. I just throw them in alive with boiling water and just they'll die real quick. I'm like, oh, that's so cruel.
I mean, honestly, I think I'm with Mama because you're stabbing them in the wrong spot and they're squirming and suffering. I mean, maybe they're faster. I do remember Mom when she would make lobsters when we were younger. I remember she'd be like, listen to them. Because they'd be like,
they'd hiss.
Yes. And she's like, listen, they'll hiss. And I'm like, ah. And it's totally terrifying. But yeah,
It's like,
she taught me that.
That's just the gas leaving their little joints or something.
Yeah, I don't know what she said. She's like, no, they're screaming for their lives. Huh?
Exactly. They're like, fuck you.
So what happened?
I broke them down and I steamed them. Then I get them out and I'm trying to crack these things. And Lance gets a 2-pounder, which I don't know
big.
about you, but what I've been told is you don't get them more than like 1.5 pounds because they can be tough or whatever.
I've heard that.
Could not crack this mofo to save my life.
Oh,
This
man.
claw was as big as my head. I have a video. And I mean, my little crackers, they couldn't even fit around it. I was like, what am I going to do? Yeah. So
big boy.
I'm like, Mom's like, give me that. I'll do it. No problem. I'm like, okay, you try, woman. And she gets in there and she's like, damn, these things are so hard. I was like, I told you.
Oh my God.
Really
Did you
in there with the mallet? And I finally had to get like the kitchen shears, like the ones you use to like cut chicken bones and like,
Yes.
But
I don't think this lobster wanted to be your dinner. I don't know. There's like signs over and over again, just like, let me be, you know?
well,
And
it was delicious. Um, okay, well, I think that we should go ahead and get into this first interview of this season.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so special. Today we have on Dr. Jessica Shepherd and her sister, Desiree Jordan. This episode really resonated, though, with me because they are 5 years apart, like us, and they didn't grow up that close, but they ended up being close over the years as they got older. And they are so close now. They both live here in Dallas. One of the things that they had said in this episode is sisters save sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And they both have gone through that together in various ways. And as you mentioned, we have done that.
Yeah.
And, you know,
you saved me.
Past year has been very, very hard, but you have to go back 3, 4, 5 years for me when I was going through IVF. And like, you were the only person I could talk to.
Yeah.
And you actually, I'm going to get verklempt.
Yeah.
You saved me because you got me into meditation at the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And chanting and writing down my intentions. And I didn't know where that journey was going to lead. And it was so hard. And I just was like, God, I needed to put the energy into not what the results were going to be, whether we were going to have a baby or not, but whether we were going to be okay, myself and our marriage. And through the tools that you provided me, I was able to do that. And, you know, we didn't end up having a baby, and we're actually kind of okay with it. We're actually very okay with it.
Well, it wasn't,
but
it was,
it wasn't meant to be. And you really set me up for success in something that wasn't the initial intention of being successful.
Wow.
So,
okay.
You really
That's
did.
heavy. I mean, thank you for saying that. I didn't know that I'd had that effect on that experience for you. And I'll just
This
mirror
episode
that
got me thinking about it. That's
yeah,
why.
I mean, me too. Well, this episode got me thinking about how much gratitude I've had for you over the past year. Oh my God. Oh, this is crazy. Sorry. I mean, I have been through fucking hell, and you were there every step of the way, and you showed up always and every time I needed you, and even before I knew I needed you, and you continue to show up to come to LA and help me raise my children. And it's everything, and I love you so much. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. I don't think there's another person in this world that has my back more than you do.
You're damn right.
And I love you so much.
I love you too. And I know that these sisters feel the same way about each other too.
Anyway, well, there's a dump. But I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm so excited to continue on this fun podcast journey with you. So,
me too.
With that being said, we should roll into the episode. Shall we end it as we always do?
Let's. I love you. I love your show.
I love you. I love your show.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis. How you doing?
I'm so hot.
Oh, me too. I'm so hot and really, really tired.
Same. And like, I'm having the worst. What do you call that? Oh,
like brain fog? Or
yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This cougar puberty is hitting us hard. It's hitting us Ashley's hard. But thankfully, we have two sisters here with us today who know a thing or two about how to get us and other women through this transition in our lives, this delicate transition. So
AKA perimenopause.
That's
for those
right.
who don't know what Cougar Puberty is. Our listeners know. But.
Yes. Yes. So help me welcome to Hey Sis, Eat This, Dr. Jessica Shepard and Desiree Jordan.
Welcome, sisters.
Hi.
I think we're so
Hi.
excited to be here. I think we have spoken most of the podcast already before we got on the mic.
I know. Well,
Yes.
we were, and that leads me to this because, first of all, let me just say Jessica's a board-certified OBGYN, on-air expert, CEO, entrepreneur, focused on women's health and longevity and perimenopause and beyond. And I had the pleasure of meeting you. It was so funny. It's like funny little anecdote. I was at a premiere where Jessica was one of the stars of a docuseries called Balance, A Perimenopause Journey. It was really fun. And we were doing the red carpet around the same time. And I saw her, and she was like this majestic, beautiful person. And I was like, wow, she's got great energy. So we go into the movie, we come out, I'm leaving, and Jessica goes, you. Like, I turned around, she was like, I want to be your friend. It was like the weirdest thing. You were like, you have great energy. And I was like, I think the same thing about you. And then we were like,
it was then.
you're
It was
from,
over.
I'm
Yeah.
in like Dallas, I'm like Texas, and da-da-da. And we were like chatting it up.
I
And
love that.
Anyway, it
That
was
is
really
so
fun.
great.
And it was just,
I know.
meant
It
to
was
be.
meant to be
It was
because,
a
like,
universe
what are
thing.
the odds
Yeah.
in LA that we're both from Dallas?
I know.
That was,
I
yeah.
know.
Our loyal listeners know that we refer to perimenopause as Cougar Puberty, and we
I
talk
love
about it
it.
often. And I want to learn more from you, Desiree, because I know that you help with kind of this midlife transition. You're a coach for that. I know that you have shared your journey on Good Morning America.
I have.
And your sister, the OB, has helped you with the medicine part of
Yes.
it. And then you kind of focus on the mental and the emotional part of that transition. So tell us a little bit about that and
Yeah.
how you're going to help us out.
Well, I mean, I can speak to it only because I walked it and
Right.
lived it. And so that's where a lot of the lived experience comes from. And then I got kind of forced into getting on national TV. 'Cause
Thanks, Jessica.
Yeah, thank
you're
you,
welcome.
Sissy.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, they need a spot. Not a lot of women want to talk about it.
I know.
And not publicly anyway. And so I said, yeah, sure. Which is how I ended up here today too. So yeah, it's a little of that, and understanding that if we don't talk about it, like out in public, out in the wild, there's no one covering any of this.
Right.
And honestly, our moms didn't.
No.
They didn't have that community, and so we can change that.
We can.
We can
Absolutely.
change it and eliminate a lot of the shame and stigma
Yeah.
around it. And I say this, and don't tell Jessica, but when she uncovered it and we went through figuring out what was really going on, because I wasn't having the regular symptoms.
Yeah.
I do say it, and I have said it before. She literally saved my life.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, I know.
really
she
sweet.
literally
We have
did,
it on
'cause
camera now.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. When she figured it out, she's like, I can't believe it. Like, this is what's going on. And
Yeah.
so the rest is history, and here we are.
You're really fortunate and blessed to have a
Yes,
sister
I
that
realize that.
understands the medicine part. And sisters do save each other's lives, though.
We do.
Yeah.
And I
do.
think even, as she's sharing her story, one of the things I found that, yes, I do this every day and I talk to patients and I'm on TV and on screen, is that even though I talk about it all the time, there still was hesitancy.
Yeah.
Like from someone who's really close to me and is like, well, I trust you, but still the information of like receiving it and then being like, oh, that could be me, or admitting that you have the issue was still a struggle for her.
100%.
Yes.
It's admitting. I think I struggle a little bit like I'm in a new relationship and it almost feels like I don't talk about it around him because it feels like, oh, and I started to because I'm like, listen, I think I'm going to be going on hormones. He's like, oh, and I was like, that's just who I'm like, I have to be radically honest, but it's
Absolutely.
difficult. It's there is a little bit of shame around it for some reason. We are going to change that narrative, but I definitely can relate
agree.
to feeling like I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to admit this is happening. But you know what? Your partner needs to know.
And I think that that's one of the best things that we can do is not only in the community of women is change the messages allow men to be part of that.
Yes.
Because the more we don't allow them to be, then
Yes.
we'll still be stigmatized because we live in a world that really favors like a kind of male dominated, like how we exchange information, what's important, what's not. So if we don't allow them to be in it, then it will kind of never really be at the scale of what it needs to be of importance in society.
Well, I'll call back to this perimenopause journey documentary that you're in, and we'll promote it later, but everyone should check it out because it really, you see how the men react when you talk to them. That one doctor who's, it's interesting.
Like it's not important. It's like, no,
it's not
grin and
important.
bear it. And I think we've been doing that. I mean, if you think of like adolescence, like periods, pregnancy, like
IVF.
everyone has done it.
all of
So you're okay. Just don't talk about it though.
Right.
Exactly. We don't want to see your failure.
Right.
That you're not living up to your female standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, enough about cougar puberty.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to go through it.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to sisterhood.
Oh, I love it.
So, Jessica, tell us who is older and how far apart in age y'all are.
I love this question
I
because
don't.
when we were younger,
Me either,
when
Desiree.
we were younger, she was like, she literally would tell me, okay, when they ask, like, I'm older, okay. And so now I'm like, okay, let's keep that same thing going, okay? Because she is older by 5 years.
Okay.
And it's funny now, as close as we are, when we were growing up, it was very difficult because we would miss each other's milestones, right? So when she was in her teenage years, I was like, I want to hang out with you. And she's like, absolutely not.
Same.
We're 6 years apart, so
Yeah.
we very much.
So you get it.
I
I
was in
thought-
college and she was in junior high.
Right. And so I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to hang out.
Yeah.
And she was like, and no, we're not.
Not yet.
Right.
Right.
But
And now
you've
we are.
obviously made up for lost
Yeah.
time.
A
as we
lot
had
of
to.
lost
When
time.
did you start hanging out?
I would say it was not in college and probably like med school is when we were like, all right, yeah, we can hang out.
Yeah.
Like hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like, but before it was just kind of like, yeah, we like each other and we're sisters, but it was like in med school, in residency, and then thereon. And then I really got close when I moved to Chicago.
Yeah.
That's when we were like really, really
We
close.
locked it in. Like, we were like, oh, I guess we're related.
Yeah.
But you're from Toronto?
We are, yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I
We
love
are
Toronto.
like, we are like diehard Canadians.
Oh, I love I love Toronto. I spent some
Me
time
too.
there.
Yes.
Well, we're actually here to also celebrate your mom. We're going to call her
Yay.
Momma Pauline.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
what we
let's do
We
that.
call everybody Mama on this show. So, Desiree, tell us about her. Where did she grow up? She
So-
Canadian?
She isn't, which
Okay.
is it's such a sweet little story. She was born and raised. She's a sibling of 8.
Oh, wow.
She's a
She's one of
One
eight.
of eight.
She's one of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has 7
goodness.
siblings.
Okay.
And
Wow.
so she is the second to the last. And she was born and raised in Jamaica.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's where she met our dad.
Okay.
And so they moved to, it was back then, I don't even know, but back then it was a little bit easier to emigrate. And plus she had sponsors in Canada.
Okay.
So it was, that's where she ended up. She had some relatives there, a sister there, and they sponsored them. And that's where they went and moved. And then 2 years later, here comes me.
Is there a large Jamaican community in Toronto?
Like huge.
Really?
I
Okay.
think outside of the island of Jamaica, most Jamaicans live in Toronto.
That's so
And then maybe the
fascinating.
UK after.
Yeah.
And then maybe in the US like New York. But
Yeah.
Toronto has a very significant
Very heavy.
Caribbean,
Well, that must
West
have been
Caribbean.
really lovely growing
Oh
up
my
and
gosh.
having
It was like
the
growing up
culture around
in
yeah.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those were our best friends, like our cousins.
Sure.
And our,
Your community.
Yeah, that was our community. And so it's very heavily populated with the Caribbean accents and ethnicities and foods.
I
and
love
so,
the accent.
Yeah.
Did she work outside the home, Jessica? Yeah.
She, I think, now looking back, like that's where I get a lot of my like kind of career drive acumen was from watching her.
Yeah.
And I think in the community that we grew up in, a lot of women worked. And
Yeah.
so she worked outside the home from, I mean, I guess the time that I was born. Like I don't ever remember. There was a short snippet probably when I was about 11 through 12 that she took a year off of work. But other than that, she was always working. And it was very much part of the environment and culture that we grew up in where your parents like are probably leaving the house to get to work as you're waking up. So we had to do a lot on our own. like, and that formed a lot of independence of
Sure.
like being able to get up, get ready,
Absolutely.
get to the bus
Yes.
stop.
Yeah.
And then when we get home, we were latchkey kids. And then when she comes home from work, she goes right to making dinner. And then we sit as a family and eat. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of career oriented women in our community growing up.
I love that. How do you think she influenced your passion for women's health?
I think for women's health, it was more of we grew up in a home where education was like paramount. And so from a very young age, we were asked, if not somewhat forced, to say what you were going to do when you grew up.
Oh, interesting.
Like
Interesting.
in like report style, like there needs to be an actual like written form of what you're doing, and you need to
Reasons,
research
the plan. And
Yeah. So that was a very big part of it. And I knew I wanted to be a doctor very young, at a very young age. But what really inspired me in the women's health space was I was really surrounded by a lot of women. And so the whole kind of format of childbirth and like raising kids was very important to me. And so that's why I actually chose OB. But medicine was something that I had like formulated early, and then into kind of the whole atmosphere of women's health was through who I was surrounded by.
I love that. That's so interesting. Did Pauline ever talk about menopause, Desiree? Do you remember? Were you aware of her experience with menopause? Either one of you can take this.
I think back then it just wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
I think honestly they might have suffered in silence.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
And also, may I add, our mom is and still is young, and so I don't think we experienced her going
Right.
through perimenopause
already-
or menopause, because by that time we were already off to college.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe even I might have been newly married. So we didn't necessarily see her go through it.
Well, I have a little bit of a different experience because remember, she's older.
Oh,
Right.
well, yeah.
So she's older by 5 years. So she was off to college, but I was still in kind of high school phase. I think, like when I look back at it now and like really knowing the depths
Yeah.
of perimenopause,
Yeah.
I think she never really complained of hot flashes. What I think she really went through was the mood and irritability
Yes.
Right.
of like just I can't stand anyone, but then
Yes.
you can't explain it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what I think I experienced. Like looking back,
Sure.
I was like, yeah, I do see a shift from when I was younger and we were still in Canada to like who my mom was as far as the mood.
Makes
And
perfect
then
sense.
into like high school was a shift. And again, now we know it's not her fault.
Right, of
But
course.
she probably
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Right.
Right.
And
They didn't.
even if she did know, she was like, well, who in the hell do I talk to about it?
Yeah.
And I think when you ask the question, you're like, did Momma Pauline ever? I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think back then,
Yeah.
and even
No
today,
sex talk from Momma Pauline?
oh, there was probably none in the negative numbers.
Yeah, same with us
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You learn
Like
that
at
at
a
church
negative
or
10
school.
level.
Oh, yeah. You go.
Yeah.
You go to church, and
Yeah.
you're gonna learn that
Oh, yeah.
there.
That's what we learned.
Yeah.
because
yeah.
that's appropriate.
And they really explain it well at church, don't they?
Yeah, they go really in depth.
No, the explanation was just don't do it.
Very
oh,
sex
yeah.
positive.
Don't
That-
come
that-
home pregnant.
Yeah.
That was the
Don't-
That was the
That
sex
that was the
talk.
message.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the face.
Yeah.
Well, our mom was just in denial that she ever went through menopause because she had a hysterectomy at 40 something.
42, 43.
Oh, yeah.
Very early
So
in her
she's like,
grape
I
fruit.
just,
Hope you're okay with us putting it out there.
I
Mom.
know.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, by the way,
We can edit if you're
here's your
No.
past medical and past surgical history.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I think in her 30s, she didn't have her
Wow.
ovaries removed, which
Right.
is very important. But she did have a hysterectomy. And I don't think there was any like really discussion of like what's
No.
going on, what surgery you're having, what it means. It was just like, oh yeah, that's happening. Okay, let's take it out.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's the end of that.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna
Our
talk
mom
about
Go on
it.
with your life.
Go
Had
on
like
with your
a
life.
grapefruit-sized tumor
Yeah.
in her uterus.
So did
So did ours.
Wow.
they need to? Yep.
Yes.
They should
Same
probably
story.
talk.
They
They
should.
should. Take us to the childhood dinner table. Did she make y'all set the table every night, Jessica?
Every night. I think that was my responsibility mostly was table setting. She had other responsibilities, like when it came to like prep for dinner. because she was older, you'll see me reference that often.
Yeah.
But I remember like being in charge of like forks and knives. And just so you know, in Canada, it's not when you set the table, you get cutlery. You don't get silverware. So it was
Right.
like get the cutlery
Yeah.
and set the table. And that was a big part of
Yeah, mine was clearing and stacking the dishwasher.
Did she make a lot of Jamaican food?
That's
a lot.
mainly what
But
we
yeah,
ate.
that's so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we grew up on that.
Yeah.
And
so-
she enjoyed cooking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's a great cook.
She's a great cook, and she taught me a lot of how to cook.
Yeah.
And so now, like looking back at like just that integration of her love for cooking and then being able to pass that on, was really good. But she has like the way she explains it, amazing stories of like not only the cutlery but like the whole service of dinner and like when people would come over, it was like an experience.
That's
It
awesome.
really was. I feel like people, when they came over, they were like, okay, so now we're at like a 5-star restaurant.
Wow.
Because Momma Pauline, and to this day, she still has place settings, lots of them.
This is a woman after my own heart.
Like she will,
all plates.
we have boxes.
Yeah.
Of this is set aside for you, this is set aside for your sister. She's already started handing them up. We're like, Mom, we don't have dinner parties of 12.
Right.
We realize you did, but this is just not like, we're like, meet you at the burger place in 10 minutes.
Right.
But she definitely taught us how to set a table and how to host and have people over and let them feel so loved and cared for.
I love this about your mom because I love entertaining. We both love entertaining. And for me, it's like it's a beautiful ritual to set the table properly. I love a cloth napkin. You know, I use them on regular
them.
nights just because I think it elevates the table a little
that's
bit.
lovely.
And it's just me and my 2 daughters. I don't care. But I love entertaining because I want the people that come and sit at my dinner table to feel loved and to feel welcome and make it a special experience to sit around and dine together. So it sounds like Pauline really understood that.
She got the memo.
What was your favorite dish growing up, Desiree?
There's curry chicken. Yeah, I love her curry chicken. And there's a dish that a lot of people call it peas and rice, but in Jamaica we call it rice and peas.
Okay.
And my children ask for her rice and peas.
Ooh.
Her children ask for her rice
What's
and peas.
in the rice and peas?
I don't even like the way she makes
Yeah,
it.
it's really the spices that go into it.
And then she uses red beans.
Yeah, there's like a few different beans that you can use, but she uses, a special type that they particularly use in Jamaica. It's called pigeon peas. But you can also use different peas. But I find that I just took on from her how to make it. So I made it for my first time this year, actually, and invited her over. And she said it was good.
Good. Yay.
I didn't hear that report.
It was,
I didn't get
because she
the
wasn't
invitation or the report.
She didn't get the invitation, so she actually wasn't there to hear the report. But that was the report.
Was that the report? Okay.
Maybe next time I'll invite
we'll
you
ask
over.
the grandchildren.
Right.
That's
They'll be
litmus
honest
test. They'll
with
be
you.
honest.
We will be honest.
And then my favorite dish is so if you look at every culture, they have a form of it. So like in Mexico, it'd be tortillas. If you look at some of the Caribbean islands, it's like Johnny cakes or whatever. In Jamaica, it's fried dumplings. So it's really just flour.
Yeah, flour.
It's like a staple for most cultures. And you roll it into a ball and then you lightly fry it. So it's not deep fried. It's just lightly kind of fried. And she is probably known in Toronto, like in our family settings, to make the best fried dumplings. So that's my favorite. And then it goes with the national dish of Jamaica, which is ackee and saltfish, which is a fruit off the tree. And then you put it with some saltfish and then you have the fried dumplings. And that was probably one thing that she mastered really well and is known for the fried dumpling.
Do you dip this fried dumpling in some of the sauces?
That's what I was going to ask.
you.
Took
You're
me
so
back
cultured.
out of
We're
my
taking
mouth.
you with
People,
us.
we really want to know.
So that is akin to a Nigerian dish, fufu.
Yeah, because I've had Ethiopian food where you take
or
the bread, or it's not even a bread. It's kind of
I'm
almost like
putting
a
you in my
sponge.
purse to go home.
Well, I live
Let's
here,
go have
so
Ethiopian.
you can have that all the time.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I mean, I don't know a lot of Jamaicans that do this, but I do put a little butter
It's
on
the
there.
modernized Canadian,
It is.
American version.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah.
It's your own
Americanized Canadian.
spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just melts down. Oh my God. Yeah. Just
Yum.
talking about it makes
I
me
want that right
sounds
now.
amazing. I want that
We're
now
going
too.
to do that and invite you over, and then we can share that with everybody.
I would love
let's
that.
do it.
I
Let's
want
cook
peas
together.
and rice. I want dumplings.
Yes.
I want it all.
Was there a worse dish that she made?
Yes. There is.
I think both are not.
Which one's
That-
yours?
Oh, I'm like almost embarrassed to say it out loud.
What is it?
There was. Can I just give the backstory?
Sure,
So
please.
It was definitely one of those. We're having people over, and the prep the day before was an all day affair.
Okay.
And there was
Yeah.
something on the stove boiling, and I was like, "Mom, I don't know. Like, what is that smell? Like, I don't. This is not." What you normal? This is out of the what you
This
normally
doesn't smell
do.
familiar.
Yeah.
This is not a thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm making cow tongue.
Do you want to try that one? No.
And I tell you what, like I still am traumatized.
Yeah, I bet.
Need therapy around
yeah.
it. It was not one of those things. And obviously everyone came over, our cousins were there, and we're all just acting like jackasses. Like, you're eating cow tongue. Like, we just table manners gone, like
Yeah.
all of it. I still remember that being
Yeah,
like,
that one was a pretty.
let's never do
memorable
that
moment.
again.
Was it like served
Shaved?
steak style?
I can't
or-
even talk
I
about
would
it out
say,
loud.
like, yeah, it's
Because
served
I
like
can't
steaks.
imagine that it would deconstruct enough
It
to be
wouldn't.
like shredded.
You
No.
are correct.
Right.
It serves.
Yeah.
She's
I
like,
think
"Is
it would
that
have like a
steaks?" It's
bologna
flank style.
consistency. That's what in my
It
mind
is.
would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And it's
flank
just,
style.
and it
Mine-
doesn't like, like how we brown meat?
Mm-hmm.
Cow tongue doesn't brown. So it just looks
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Good
That's
talk.
great.
Good
Yeah,
talk.
that was a good
Yum.
one. Mine
Someone
was
on this
liver.
podcast loved tongue sandwiches. Remember? I don't remember,
Yes.
but oof.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
my
People
not
like
my
it.
favorite dish.
And it's not flavorful.
No.
No.
There's no like
It's a muscle, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can move on.
Yep.
Can I ask you all a
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
No, and
Please.
it's our
Please.
podcast to you.
Yes.
Oh,
Were you was your mom of the mindset where you're sitting at the table till it's done? Or were you allowed to excuse yourselves?
I know.
what?
Well, I know of a story that our mama tells is she did that once with Courtney. And she like threw up everywhere, and
The whole
she was
night.
like, "I will never do that
that
again.
again.
If you're hungry, you're gonna go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
I
later
love
that
it.
night."
I love it.
But our mom did make dinner. She was, our mom is a caterer, so she was an incredible chef. She started out later in life when our parents got divorced. That's the inspiration to the podcast. At 55, she
that.
started a catering company after our parents got divorced. So, and she's a phenomenal cook. She didn't know what to
my
do. She'd been a
goodness.
stay-at-home mom. So
she was phenomenal cook while stay-at-home mom.
yes,
And then just
and she like for
translated that.
fun went to culinary school.
Yeah, she and her sister went to
and-
culinary school together.
And so then when they split up, my mom's like, well, I mean, what I do know how to do is cook. And so she started doing things for her friends, and then she ended up
my goodness.
starting a
I
little
love
company, and so yeah, and she taught us how to cook. And I was 30 at this time. Whitney was in her 20s, and we would fly in and help her because she was in LA at the time, and we'd help her for parties and things like that. And and we really just developed such a love for it. So the three of us share that love of cooking and entertaining.
That is a,
adore
like,
that. That's
yeah,
the best
fascinating
story.
best story
I
ever.
feel like you guys should lead with that. You buried the lead.
I know.
I was like, what if we didn't ask you? What if we didn't take over the podcast? And
I
ask
know.
you?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and then at
amazing story.
75 last year, she started a new business,
Well, why not?
Pinch of Texas, and this is from her garden. She has sage and all these herbs, and she started a salt business.
No.
But then she also has these infamous brownies, praline brownies,
Yeah.
that she refuses.
Why are they not on the table
Well,
right now?
I know.
Yeah.
Ladies.
You know,
She's been a little busy.
yeah.
Yeah. Just a touch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, so she started that last year.
At 75.
Yes.
Look at her. Go,
She's
Mama,
great.
go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that
I love
story.
that.
She's cooking
Never bury the
constantly
lead on
and-
that story.
yeah.
I
Yes.
adore
Okay.
it. I have goosebumps
Yeah.
all over.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
I love
She's
that.
a special lady.
She
I
really
love
is.
it.
Okay, your mom obviously loved to entertain, which she shares with our mama, Ashley. But also, Christmas is a huge time for entertaining. Our mom goes all out. Was that Momma Pauline's, pièce de résistance?
I'll let her take the lead on that
I
one.
feel like I have said so much about her, but I am going to akin her Christmas to think Hallmark movie.
Yes. Okay.
Every inch,
Of the
every
house.
square inch of their home is decorated. Think when you're walking down the main street and every window is lit up.
Yeah.
That is Pauline's home.
Oh.
I'll put a kind of trivia question to this.
Ooh.
When we moved them here from Tulsa, Oklahoma, about 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
3 years ago. So we went up day of
boy.
move. How many Christmas trees did she have?
Easy. I feel like I would bet 17.
No.
No, we're not lying.
Really? Like she puts one in every
Like fake
room?
When I
They're fake Christmas trees,
Of
but
different
yeah.
sizes
Yes,
and
giant
flocked and
enormous
not.
to miniature to mid-size.
There is a Jamaican
love
Christmas
that.
tree.
What's a Jamaican Christmas tree?
Well, she decorates it all in fruit and Jamaican. Like it just, you walk in and you're like, that's Jamaica on a tree.
We need a
Like,
picture of that.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's everything and all of it. To the point where we're like, Mom, you don't.
We can't move all these
You
trees because
can't.
we downsized them.
Sure,
and
sure.
they had a large house in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
so there were multiple rooms and
Yeah.
multiple trees and multiple rooms.
multiple everything.
And so we're like, this is not what can go on when we move.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
we
You
have
can
to
pick
get rid-
5.
How did she take it?
Oh, it
not
was
well.
Yeah.
not well. We had to limit and say you can only pick. I think we let her pick like 4.
Oh, that's a big downsize. I think that's
I think,
aggressive.
I
Where were they
think
gonna go?
more.
I mean,
She gifted some.
Yeah.
She was very sweet to give some because people know about her Christmas. Like it
Yeah.
is legendary. And so she did gift some.
She loved to do this. This brought her so much joy,
Right.
didn't it?
And it felt like we were like tearing
that
it away from
up.
her.
Yeah.
But we're like, I don't even think
But
the
we
truck
kind of
can
were.
hold.
But I
Yeah.
mean, when you were younger, for her to go all out like that,
Oh,
she
gosh,
probably
yeah.
just loved it so much.
And so did we.
And you loved it. And your kids love it now. And I mean, it's
Absolutely.
really sweet. Our mom had all sorts of things that she, hobbies that she liked to do. She loves her book club. So
Does she
Mom
still do book club?
She still does book club, but it's the book club where they don't read the book.
Oh,
They
yes.
just have someone come in and talk about the book. And
Oh.
there's no reading of
Right.
the book. It's all about the lunch, and then
she
And you get
caters
Cliff
the
Notes.
lunch.
Yeah.
You get
every
Cliff
week,
Notes, so you
or
do
every
find
month.
out about the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
Have to
like
read
someone
it.
comes in and they give like a report or, it's some
even
specialist.
sure there's always a
the
book.
author itself.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh.
I love that because then she can walk away and being like, I didn't even have to read the
I
book.
know, it is kind of hilarious.
now
And
I
they've
know
been
about the
doing it
book.
for, it's got to be like 35 years.
40 years.
No
At least.
way.
No,
Yes, I'll be 45 this year. It's got to be 35 years.
Yeah.
So
it's
these are people in this club who, I'm sure
same
you have people
women.
recycle
Like
out,
her
but-
church friends, a lot of them are.
So there's a
and
lot of core people who are the
Yes.
same for
The
this many
same
years.
for-
I think there's
years.
21 of them.
once the first Monday of the month or something. And
Yep.
she is now the caterer for the book club. So she does all the food for it.
And there's also the praline brownies.
She'll do the praline
Yeah.
sometimes, but
Always.
No.
But I get to reap the benefits because
Yeah.
I live 3 houses down from her. So she will, if there's
Y'all.
leftovers, she's like, well, I have a trio of sandwiches today. And I'm like,
Jackpot.
Yes.
or can you come try this?
You're
I
like,
don't know
it's
if
the
it's going
first
to be
Monday.
too hot for the ladies.
Yeah.
So,
You're like, right over. I'll be right over.
Right over.
and then you get the leftovers.
yeah, it's
which is always
perfect.
good.
Oh, you
On
planned that really well. Good job.
Well, so did Momma Pauline have any hobbies that she enjoyed?
When she was younger, she was very active. So she played a lot of sports.
Oh, wow.
Very athletic.
Really? Like
Very.
what sports?
She probably has a better recollection because she's older. I
We're
love
back
this.
to that.
We're back to that.
Yeah. So Mom was very. She loved to try things. She had a little best friend that lived just a few doors down, and they would sign their names up for whatever and they did volleyball.
That's so cute.
Like, are you kidding me? So they
Yeah.
would go up to the local gym and
Oh my
take these
gosh.
volleyball.
Had they ever
classes.
played volleyball before?
Absolutely not.
Like, no one plays volleyball in Jamaica. So
No.
they were
That's
like, we're in
just-
Not
Canada
even beach
now.
volleyball?
No, that is totally a tourist thing.
Okay.
But what I will never forget was she was like, "Well, I've signed myself up for ice skating."
Ice skating.
I'm like, "Mom,
Oh, you're in Canada. You got
one,
to do the
you're
sport du
Jamaican.
jour.
At what
Two,
age?
I think I might have been maybe in 3rd or 4th grade.
Okay,
So
so
she's
how,
like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's mom taking her little Jamaican self up to the local ice rink.
Oh my God.
And I promise you, like we talk about it even now, like at family gatherings and stuff, she'll say, get up and show them how I skated. And I'm like, you didn't. What you didn't do was skate. What
Did it
you
look
did
like this?
was hold on to the railing with your little white skates. And there was no skating.
And you never let go.
And
There's
you
no
never
skating
let
involved.
go. She had the helmet, all of it.
Oh my
all
gosh.
of it.
Helmet.
I mean, I was born there, so that's what we do.
Yeah,
we skate,
right,
ice
right.
hockey,
Hockey
all of it,
is
all of it.
Yeah.
Like you grow up and you know how to skate.
Right.
When you're Jamaican,
Yeah.
you just
It was the Momma Pauline version of Cool Runnings.
I was going to say,
they were like-
I thought
also
right,
the opposite of
yes,
that.
yes.
Like she
Love that movie.
didn't.
She didn't get
excel.
to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Did she only do like one round? Like
I mean,
one
I
lesson?
feel like she did maybe 3,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
we were like,
Give
"This
it the
isn't your
college
thing.
try.
This is
You-
not
this
for
is
me.
not your thing. Let's go back to the gym."
I
and
wonder
do
what
volleyball."
inspired that. Was it watching the Winter Olympics? Was it just
Like,
living
who
in
knows?
Canada? Right,
I
right.
definitely feel like the best friend that she had down the street.
Oh, they were into
because
all
they
of
were
it.
like young and they were in a new country and they
Sure.
really didn't have maybe some of the formalities of you can and can't do this, and they're like,
Right.
we're
doing it.
She
all of
wanted
They were
to
doing it.
assimilate with the Canadians and
absolutely.
been
Yeah.
skating was
I'm
part
gonna
of
let
the.
you have that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Was there a time that either one of you got into big trouble, like being a teenage idiot or something like that, where you got busted? And
Well, I mean, personality, and I'm sure you both can like relate to this. There's personality, and then there's birth order as well. And so there's the one who is a little bit more rogue and being like, I'm going to push that boundary. And then you have probably the other one who's like, I'm definitely not pushing that boundary and I'm going to follow all the rules. No boundaries here, lots of boundaries
Right.
here.
Oh. Right.
I'm going to like push the envelope, and I was like, I'm going to stay in my room and color this coloring book and collect.
have
I
been
used to
given.
collect stamps from around the world. That was
really
my hobby,
cool.
because you know what? Guess who doesn't get in trouble when you collect stamps?
Jessica.
Oh my God.
So this was the rule breaker.
I really didn't feel like I was breaking rules.
Right.
I just felt like I was being a teenager.
Sure.
And like that's what we do,
Yeah.
right? And so apparently it didn't translate to the family dynamic.
Yeah.
Of,
I was collecting stamps.
Yeah.
and
And Reading Anne of Green Gables.
Oh,
That
okay.
whole book collection, I went through that about 3 or 4 times. I'm telling you, just pick the right activity.
Well, we picked the same activities. We were both crazy and partiers in high
wow.
school and
love
real.
that.
We were 6 years apart, but my mom went through it twice.
Yeah.
Lucky
So,
her.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
she says to me as my girls are in their teens, she's like, "Oh, I just can't wait."
Oh, I bet you she
Yeah.
is like, just
I
like,
just
ooh,
can't
let me
wait
see.
for you
Oh
to
yeah.
get payback.
Yeah. But at least she didn't have to do it at the same time. I
Yeah.
don't know what's
Is
worse.
that what makes you feel better?
Oh, I don't feel bad about it at all. I'm the rogue one. Even
You're more of the rogue one,
even
yeah.
more. Yeah. But I'm the
Really?
baby. But
Which is interesting because usually it's, in birth order, isn't it?
Yeah.
no, it's
I feel
usually
like the older
it's-
one's the one that is like the
sets
rule
the
follower.
standard.
And
Yeah.
Which is funny because now we flipped. We are
Yeah.
definitely,
Oh yes.
she is like, I'm like, oh my gosh, break a rule or something. Oh my God.
Yeah.
God, broke
Probably
them
because she
all.
she turned that wheel so
she-
early.
She already broke all the rules.
Now
Shouldn't
she's
have
like,
to anymore.
I'm going to
Yeah.
follow them. And now me, I'm like, oh, I do not listen to a rule. Right. So
Right.
it's very interesting that we have changed that dynamic.
Yeah.
That is interesting. You saw her get in trouble when
Yeah, I
you were
was like,
younger.
"I'll
You're like,
wait."
"Oh, I'm just gonna." And
Yeah,
then once
I'll
you were out of
wait.
the house, you're
Yes.
like,
Yes, definitely.
"That's funny."
That is funny.
Did she have any rules or maybe a specific value in your childhood home that shaped how, you show up today?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think when I look at, and even in my personal journey, like as an adult, as a mid-age woman going through perimenopause and understanding now the shift in mood is a lot of that. And, she can probably talk a lot about that as well, is there becomes a moment where the things that shaped you from a young age, you do have to shed some of those. And I think because we were brought up in such a strict household, yeah, it's good to, kind of create boundaries. But now I'm like, oh, a lot of those boundaries have maybe held me in a space that I need to transition through and evaluate and then figure out which ones are serving me well and then those ones that are not.
Yep.
And so that's how I've kind of been able to use this mid-age transition
Interesting.
in looking back and saying, okay, these were the things that were there, and what things am I going to continue to carry forward? And that's what I say when I'm on stage, not just to do with like kind of the mental part of it, but also what we've been taught as women.
Yeah.
We get to dictate this next chapter.
Sure.
But if we don't pay attention to it and stop and assess, very likely you can just keep plowing through with the same memo algorithm.
And you're not evolving.
And you're not evolving. And so I call it the magic of midlife. I say that every time, as we get to stop and pause and say, what do I want to do? 40% of our lives are lived in the menopausal phase, like from the time you hit menopause and then by the time most women die, 40% of your life. So why would I want to continue it in a way that really doesn't have intention? And using the past to guide you to where you are, and then saying, okay, those things were really good for me, and these things maybe not so much. And I'm gonna mix up the puzzle
so well
a little
said.
and change the puzzle, because the midlife is really that opportunity to do that.
It's really I mean, for me personally, it's been such a restart, a refresh of my life. I mean, granted, I did just get divorced, but that aside, I feel actually very excited about this next phase of my life, and I want to do it different than our moms did it, because I don't think they did not have the resources that we did. They didn't have the Jessicas and the Desirees and all of the things and all the support. So it's I think that it's just it's a better time to be midlife than what our moms went through.
Absolutely.
And there's so many takeaways, good and bad, you know.
And it's not to look at it like with shame or judgment. It's just being like, oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And now I get to restructure it.
Right.
How do I want
This
to do
works
it?
for me. This didn't.
Right.
I will still say to our Mom, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do. And she'll look at me like,
Really? Yeah.
really? I'm like, yeah, you get to choose.
Yeah.
In your 70s, you still get to choose.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the time, even when I'm coaching or talking to a friend, I generally always say, for those who are willing to rebuild self-trust and have grounded clarity around what is it you want. And I don't think a lot of women are asked, what do you want?
No.
Especially
And
in
they
our
just look like
generation.
deer in headlights. What do you mean? I get to choose? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so,
She's lucky to have the both of you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you see a generational shift.
Yes.
And it's like historic, because like, how they lived is probably very similar, possibly to their mothers, right? There wasn't a huge shift, maybe in the workforce, going to work.
Yeah.
But the emotional part of what we talk about and how we relate to our lives and what we shared, before we got on with our mics, is a very huge shift in how women now assess their lives and choose to live it.
Right.
Momma Pauline sounds very, very special.
Yeah.
Very warm, very welcoming, and obviously an incredible mother, because she raised two beautiful, successful women. So we really appreciate you sharing with us today about her. Now that you have this platform and hopefully she'll listen, what would you want to say to her?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I think going through the memories is really understanding for the time that she was in and what she had accomplished. Is she did a great job. And I do tell her that. She really, for what she was afforded, what she had access to, she really did an amazing job at making the experience for us, as far as us never thinking that we were in need or want, was very visible and felt. So I think that is something, as a kid, can be very important to your journey, is knowing that you have a family that is really trying to create the best experience possible.
I love
So the sacrifice, I think the sacrifice. Yeah.
Also being an immigrant first, and
That's
having
huge.
first generation children in a new country, and that's not an easy task to make your children feel so secure. Probably.
That's, she definitely sacrificed, and she knows that we appreciate that, and really thank her for what she did and how she did it. And I still, even today, would say, keep going, Mom.
Aw.
You know, it's not over.
Yeah.
You still
You get a
have
choice.
so much life
Yes.
ahead
Yes.
of you. And you don't have to stop here in your 70s. You can still create and be.
Pick up new hobbies.
Pick up
Maybe,
new hobbies.
I don't know.
Maybe
Roller
not ice
skating might be
but-
better.
Oh, no,
I
let's
don't know.
not do that. We're not breaking bones
But,
now. Maybe
I-
book club would be
club.
safer.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like women in their 70s, late 60s, early 70s, even pushing closer to 80, don't give up.
They don't.
Keep going.
I agree. I think we just get better with age.
Yeah.
We have that opportunity
Agreed,
to.
agreed.
Yeah. Well, if you have a minute, we'd love to do some rapid fire questions
gonna-
with you.
We're going to try.
Send it this way first, so I have time
Okay.
to think about it. And then
Okay.
I'll
No,
do the,
my prefrontal
that's
is
fine,
not what it
actually.
used to be.
Okay, well,
All right, then Desiree, I actually have it written down for you anyway.
great.
So,
Awesome.
what was Momma Pauline's favorite saying?
Oh, her favorite saying is, there's always enough to share.
Ooh, that's so
that was one she always
sweet.
said, yeah.
I still
That's
say I say
lovely.
that to my children now too.
That is
There's always
lovely.
enough to share.
I should say, when your mama listens to this, what do you think that she'll roll her eyes at, Jessica?
Oh, probably all of it. But maybe she might roll her eyes the most at explaining the experiences, especially like maybe the ice skating one.
Yeah.
Because my sister is like infamous for making her laugh.
Yeah.
So I think the stories that make her laugh are the ones where, you know, she kind of gets into character of like rolling her eyes. So I think
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the ice skating one,
That's cute.
Yeah.
yeah, because she'll remember it and she'll be like, oh my gosh, you girls.
Oh my gosh, you girls told them about, she'll say that.
I love it. Jessica, what are 3 of the best foods that we can be eating for perimenopause, cougar puberty?
Ooh, I love this. This is a very easy question. So fiber, 25 grams a day is what we should be getting. Most people don't.
Okay.
So fiber is probably one of the best things. I always say vitamin D is kind of like low level, but most women are lacking vitamin D. And the last one I would say is creatine.
Oh, yeah, I started
Yes,
with that.
I've heard
Yeah.
about this.
Creatine really is undervalued, underestimated, and it's really good not only for muscle strength, which
yeah.
is key because muscles are organ of longevity, but really good research on how it impacts brain health.
Okay.
And if there's 2 things that women lose as they start to age is brain kind of mechanisms when we think of cognition, and then also muscle mass. Okay. So that's like you get a twofer.
And the
what is
estrogen
creatine?
helps with the brain, right? It's,
Yes,
yeah.
estrogen helps your whole body.
Yeah.
So I love to put that in there, and I love hormones. As you know, I talk
Yeah.
about hormones all the time. It's like a whole chapter in my book, Generation M. But sometimes I want to expand the horizon so people, if they're hesitant about hormones, don't feel like it's pressured. And these are things that you should be getting in your diet.
Great.
Anyway. Yeah.
Well, I've been taking, ever since the perimenopause journey
Yeah.
movie, I've been taking creatine every day.
Good.
And also vitamin, I've been doing calcium with vitamin D.
Great.
So, yeah.
I love it. Look at you, 2 on the list. Now we just have to work on your fiber.
Yeah. I
Yes.
probably do need more fiber.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. So, Desiree, what is your favorite thing about your sister, Jessica?
Oh, well, now I'm going to get all
I
teary.
know.
Good.
I start
Okay.
to get all teary.
Because we're like now super close. Like we're best friends.
Oh.
And my favorite thing about her is, well, now I'm going to get all
I know, me
weepy.
That's
Don't
why I've saved it
cry.
till the end.
Oh,
It's the last question.
Sissy. She just has this incredible heart to give every ounce of her everything, of her being, of her person. She shows up for everybody in her life. I don't want to go on and on, but it's the gift of, she remembers people from kindergarten, like their first and last names.
Yeah.
She is the person that will call you out at the
Yeah.
premiere and go,
Yeah.
your energy.
Yeah.
It's that, her connectivity to people. I just sit back and I watch it and I'm like, whoever is your patient, I don't think they understand how lucky they are.
I think they do.
I was one of them
Yeah.
where she sat down and figured out what the heck was going on with my body.
Yeah.
It's that willingness to go for every person to the deep end.
Wow. Your turn, Jessica.
Oh, well, if I can talk.
Uh-oh.
It's really sweet.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. It's the allergies.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the mountain cedar.
Yeah.
It's
As
the
Mama
mountain
Ashley
cedar.
That
said.
Texas
It's
mountain
the
cedar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's really strong this year.
It is. And the
Yeah.
fungus counts real high.
It's high.
It is so high. My sister is because she's much more quiet than me.
Yeah, right.
Is like the silent fighter in her, which for a long time I didn't really see and recognize. And in the biggest way that she could do that was to show me, especially over the last 2 years, is that her fighting for herself in midlife was also able to help me in a time of need to fight for myself as well. So her ability to push past her own obstacles and show up for herself was such a testament to me when I needed to, that she could teach me that. And it's funny because now it's recorded.
Yeah.
Is she has shown me how to be compassionate, which is a very hard word for me to say. I know. I said it live. But teaching me compassion, even more than that, self-compassion, because I didn't have any.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
Something
This
we all.
this mountain cedar is so
It
strong.
is. I'll get you as our tech.
Right.
I think
Thank you for
That was-
sharing that.
Yeah.
That's really
so
sweet. And I
beautiful.
think that I know, we share this podcast because we love each other and I've always wanted to do something together.
And I feel it. You guys are
Thank
the
you.
energy and the connection between you two is amazing.
Yeah.
It's really
and
special.
I think that, I think we tell our parents a lot. We love them and that kind of thing. But I think it's very important with siblings to, appreciate each other, identify what you've done for each other, because we don't always do it. And it's important, and it's always nice to hear, too.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so lucky. Yeah. She lifts me up. We have a great, I love you. Well, Jessica and Desiree, thank you so much. And I think we need to just say one more time, thank you to Momma Pauline for bringing you two
absolutely.
beaual women into this world who are
Yes.
changing the way that we talk about midlife for women.
Yes.
And what you're both doing is so important. And I know that she's very proud of you both. We need more women in the world like all of you. So thank you for being here. And
Jessica, please tell our listeners where they can seek you out.
I am mostly on Instagram, so Jessica Shepherd MD, SHEPHERD MD, and then I also have a community for midlife women in menopause, and it's at Modern Meno, MENO, and it really is just a way to form community, but looking at midlife, like we said, the magic of midlife, and being able to talk about how we want to shape that next chapter of our life, and that's what we do on Modern Meno.
I love that.
what
And
about
Desiree?
you? Share with our listeners where they can find you and your coaching services.
Really anywhere, especially on Instagram
Okay.
at Desiree Midlife Studio
Okay.
or the Midlife Studio Reset.
I also just want to mention one more time for our listeners to really check out the podcast, Balance, a Menopause Story. You can hear more of Jessica's incredible advice around perimenopause. And ladies, we will wrap it up like we always do with I love you, I love your show.
I love you. I love your show, Court.
Love you, girls.
Love you
Thank
too.
you. Love you
Thank
too.
You for
This was
having us.
amazing.
This
Yes.
was so great.